Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Monday night Grubb Cast. One thing here done again. Okay, there we are. Okay, like I got everything up set up there. Let me see if I can make this just a little bit smaller. Hey, Carol. Doing good. Doing good. Finally, the temperatures has got down just a little bit. Um, Next week, I will have. I was hoping to have it today, but they sent it to Gloucester Post Office. Why they sent it to Gloucester, I have no clue. It's an Albany address. I stopped at the Albany Post Office and they said, well, that happens sometimes. But I'll have the rod that David picked out for the drawing that he won for when I done for the kids. It's a very, you can go on Facebook and Wendy posted a picture of it. It's the 6 foot ultralight rod with it's a very sharp looking rod. I should have it here on the show next week, and then I'll get a hold of David and take it to him, get some pictures with him with it. But it's a beautiful rod, man. She can do some amazing work with fishing poles. She's she said there's a duck feather in it, so I have to look for the duck feather uh, when I get the rod. So, but yeah, tonight we're going to be giving away a 3.6 flat-sided worm from Hook and Donkeys, and they are the watermelon red flake, and they're 3.6 flat-sided worm. So that'll be tonight's trivia question. Got a good one. It's a pretty easy one to look up, but it's a good one. Hey, Dustin, um, Jeffrey, how you guys doing? I'm glad to see you're on here. Uh, so let's do this. Get the sponsors. Give them a few minutes here on and get started. Uh, Fish Sticks Rods. Like I said, guys, not only do they make they make amazing fishing pole, but they can. Miss Wendy can do some ultimate, just wonderful designs and stuff on rods. I mean, I don't know if you'll really get a good look at it next week, but this rod, get on Facebook. She's got pictures. Go to Fish Sticks Rods on Facebook and look up that rod that she built. She took pictures of it. It's actually got a pheasant in the background, but the rod is beautiful. Hook and Donkeys. I went out tonight, picked up some more baits, and got him. He's going to be making. I had a Cinco. I can't find the collar of it, so he's going to make me some. And I know I have enough faith in him that it'll be just like the one I give him. So we're close to it. Sanborn Builders just had Josh in not too long ago, done some drywall work for me into the Vitas. They can do some amazing work, guys. Get a hold of Sanborn Builders. Ace Hardware, like I say, you can go get plumbing, electrical, grill supplies. Uh, here for long, be looking for some heated vest. I got heated vest in there. And when you stop in, get you some Blue Rock bait and tackle. I went in the other day. Hopefully Jesse's getting some more jigs down to him because I pulled quite a few off the shelf when I was down there a couple weeks ago. So, but you can stop in to Ace Hardware and get Blue Rock tackle. Hobbs Roofing up in Akron, Ohio. Pizza Stop. You can't beat their chef salads and their pizzas. One thing about their pizzas, when you get it loaded, it's loaded. Southern Ohio Sanitation. Got any parties going on or anything you need a porta john? get a hold of Southeastern Ohio Sanitation. He'll get you some porta johns. Very reasonable pricing, and does amazing. Gets them there, gets them picked up. He just done something for me for the 4th of July. Done an amazing job with it. Williams and Son Construction. Don't have to see his work to know what his work is. He is top notch in building houses, garages, and you name it. Ron, I mean, when you get a hold of a guy and he says, it'll take me 6 months, that means he's so busy because he's good. If you're not busy, you're not good. And last but not least, Raccoon Creek Outfitters. Dustin's on here now, or was on. Go down and get your kayak. Take a kayak trip. Buy you a kayak. Buy supplies for your kayak if you already got one. He'll take you on trips or take you up the creek and drop you off, and you'll kayak back down. He's got a small campground that you can camp at, and just a whole lot of fun down at Raccoon Creek Outfitters down here on Route 50. So, guys, all these guys I just mentioned, let them know. It's nice these people will help me out. It's very, very appreciated. Okay, we'll get started with tournaments. We'll start last Monday for last call. They was at Dow Lake last Monday night. John Rose and Olivia Rose, his little young daughter, got first place and big bass. They had 2.51, and big bass was 0.67. Second place was Sam Parsons and Phil Hostetler with 1.20. That's all they had as far as weights. And they're at Fox Lake tonight. And last Wednesday night at Lake Snowden, first place and big bass was me and Josh Guthrie. We had 7.14 and big bass at 2.92. Second place was Sean Hammond with 5.67, and third place with 5.13 was Travis and Kyle Six. And guys, I'll just tell you just a little bit about me and Josh. Josh caught an over right off the bat, then caught several little fish. Me and him's got a thing going for 10 inches or littler, or even 11 inches. We don't even put them in the live well because we know that ain't going to win. And he caught several of those. And then he caught another good under. And I was like, man, I am not doing nothing tonight. I said, you're really catching them. And wasn't shortly after that, I caught a 14-incher. And then probably 40 minutes before the tournament was over, I caught the 2.92. So I guess you don't have to be catching a bunch of them. You just got to catch the right ones. So it was a good evening. We're having a lot of fun out there. And, it's taking a lot of weight. The fish has really turned on at Snowden as far as they're getting bigger. I'm glad to see that finally. Let's see. That was Wednesday. Saturday. Saturday would have been the Pete Matthews Memorial High School Championship for OBF up at Mosquito Lake. These are high school kids fishing as a team. Dean Dieball and Blake Kano had 11.49 for the win. Second place was Zayden Knopp and Hunter Hoffer. Let's go back. The first place was Black Swamp, is the club. Hunter and Zayden's club is Licking Valley Lunkers, and they had 10.51. They also had Big Bass of the tournament at 4.04. Third place was Michael Duvall and Daniel Ruff with Black Swamp again, 9.26. Fourth place, Mackenzie Muntz, Cody Sanders, Black Swamp. They had 9.12. And fifth place was Owen Shepard and Jack Shepard. Oh, these are kids or brothers. Black Swamp. And they had 9.03. Total fish caught was 84 fish out of 22 teams. And the total weight was 130 pounds and 12.12. And guys, I said they had 84 fish weighed in, and they had 0 dead fish. That is hands out to the boat captains for taking care of the fish. That's good. That's really good that they had, especially the heat that we had, to not have one dead fish. That is amazing. I forgot Tuesday night. Sorry, my bad. Tuesday night, last call was down at. That ain't right. I forgot to get Tuesday nights. Hold on. You know me, I can't never do it to where there ain't one little screw up. Here it is. First place at Tuesday night at Belpre at the High River. First place was and Big Bass was Larry Allen and Jimmy with 8.93. Big Bass was 247. And it says they all weighed in all largemouth. The brownfish, the smallmouth has been doing it, but evidently not this last weekend. Second place went to Harvey and Kelly Dalton with 4.47. Hey, Larry. And third place went to Shane Locke and Grant with 4.30. So that was at Belpre last Tuesday night. And then Sunday, we had Sunday, the club had a tournament. We'll do it. And then last call was at Burr Oak. Our club tournament, we was down at Wolf Run. And just to explain Wolf Run, it has a super slot. You're allowed, hey Tracy, you're allowed 2 fish under 14 inches and 1 fish over 20. So we was keeping anything under 14, and then you was allowed 1 fish over 20. Needless to say, nobody caught an over. First place went to Jake. I can't never say his gunslinger, something like that, with 1.95. Second place went to Bo Nishamore with 1.87. Yep, 8.7. Jake had Big Bass at 1.18. Third place went to Charlie Newsling with 1.80. Fourth place went to Travis 6 with 1.71. And fifth place at 165 went to Donnie Phillips. So it was, and I had sixth place with 1.64. That's how close the weights was, guys. They was water drips. And then last call was at Burr Oak, and boy, was it a big difference in tournament. Of course, theirs is 12 to 15 you can't keep. First place went, and Big Bass went to Gary Simons and John Olbers with 11.04, and their Big Bass was 4.23. Second place went to Derek and Logan Nichols with 3.71. And third place went to Andy Bassor and Hunter with 3.69. So, quite a few tournaments took place. I'm trying to think what we have. Just Snowden this Wednesday. Last call will be at Fork and Run on Sunday, this coming Sunday. And I'm not sure. Let me check one other thing here, make sure I don't think Dirk. Dirk didn't send me nothing, so they must not have had nothing. Last call or run and gun will be at Indian Lake 2 Saturdays from now. So I'm excited to get up there and fish that one more time. I like Indian Lake. Trying to think. Well, it won't be long and I'll have my hand all. Wear sunscreen, guys. That was skin cancer. They took it off, and they got to do more surgery on my hand to take more of it off. So I'll be out of commission for about 2 weeks, he said. So please put sunscreen on. As you can see my face here, I'm not using much of it either. Dirk, I don't have anything left at Delaware, but I was thinking of you today. I do have in October at Alum Creek. So I would like to get with you for Alum Creek. Maybe even get with you and go fishing up there. My dad's trying to call me right now. I'll have to call him back. He's forgot my shows tonight. That was another thing too. We had a lot of our fish was small this weekend, but we didn't have any dead fish either. And guys, the key is to keep that water temperature down. I have started where well, let me rephrase that too. Well, I start out in the morning, I buy a 20-pound bag of ice. I put just a little bit of ice in my cooler for drinks, and then I split the rest of the bag up in both live wells. And then I have if I make sure it comes on, and it's happened to me a couple times, and it's cost me some points or weight for fish. But when I put 2 fish in my live well, or my co-angler puts 2 fish in his live well, I turn my recirculator pumps on auto, and I do not shut them off the rest of the day. They run on auto the whole day. And at times, if I've got 5 fish in there, I will, when I start the big motor, start running, I'll switch it over to manual. While I'm running, I run it manual. On recirc, I don't pump more water in because what's the sense of putting ice and stuff in there and cooling the water down and then pumping new hot water in and pumping the cold water out? I just keep it recirculated. And another key is clean your live wells. Use what I just done it last weekend. I took a gallon of white vinegar and dumped a half gallon in each live well. Then I put a bottle of peroxide in each side of the live wells, and I run them for 20 minutes on recirc. Then I wiped them down and pumped them out. And that also cleans your pumps too, guys. It helps get your pumps cleaned up a little bit too. When you pump that stuff through the pumps, it helps clean them up. But you wouldn't believe the crawfish that the fish are spitting up right now. It's amazing. Full crawdads laying in the bottom of your boat and your live well. And believe me, you'll know when you're full, because when you open it up after sitting in the garage for a week or two, they start getting really ripe. So make sure your live wells are clean. Put some ice in it in the mornings, and run your pumps. Run your recircs. If you're worried your battery's going to go dead, buy you a couple of bubblers. They got them little bait bubblers. They run off of either C's or D's or even double A's. I don't know. I don't have but one. But if you're worried about your batteries on your boat going dead, buy those and throw those down in there and let them run all day. But we want to keep the fish alive so they can go again and we can catch them again. I always have people say, you don't eat fish. No, I don't eat bass, that's for sure. Because when I eat a bass, I'm never going to catch him again. I want to turn him loose and let him live and catch him again another day. So, let's take good care of our fish. We're in Ohio. We don't have a bunch of them. Okay, let's go ahead and do the trivia question. I want his birth date. Does your boat have an auctionator? No, Travis, my boat does not have an auctionator. I wish it did, but it does not. And run G-Juice. Put G-Juice in them. I've got G-Juice, and occasionally I will run it, but a lot of times I just run ice and just run the pumps. Okay, trivia question. I want the month, the day, and the year, and how old he is. Now I need the month, the day, and the year, and then also how old he is. You have to have all those to be right. So I want to know how old he is, and then I want to know his birthday, month, day, and year. So make sure you have all them numbers in here. So, how old is Bill Dance? With his month, day, and year. How old is Bill Dance? And I guarantee you, before it's over with, somebody will just put his age. Everybody's on Google. Google ought to sponsor me, shouldn't he? Shouldn't they? No, Larry? You're close. There you go. Fred Teets got it. Larry answered first, but he didn't have the year right. I told you. Yeah, Larry come back later, but Fred Teets. Where you at, Fred? Right here. October 7th, 1940. He's 84 years old. That's the same age as my dad. I didn't realize that until I looked this up a little bit ago. Larry, you had October 7th, 1940 at 94 instead of 84. It might have been you probably pushed the wrong number, but Fred come in the right behind you with 1984 and October 7th, 1940. So, Fred, do you want me to give the baits to the kid or do you want me to ship them to you? You tell me what you want me to do. They're a nice flatworm. If you want them shipped to you, he says give it to a youth. I will sure do that, Fred. That is cool. These kids really smile when I give them the package of baits. I'll have to hold on to these. I'm not sure. You know what? Yeah, dude, we got a young boy that's been coming out to Snowden fishing with his dad on Wednesday nights, and he has a ball. He loves it, and I'm going to give them baits to him tomorrow night if he shows up. So he really enjoys it. He lets people pick on him, and we told him the other night the mosquitoes are eating us up, and they wasn't bothering him. I told him he was too mean for mosquitoes to bite him, and he stands right there with his dad toe to toe fishing the whole evening. So that's exactly where them baits is going to tomorrow night. Thanks, Fred. Okay, guys. Short night again. I think I got everything. Let me double check my phone here just to make sure that I got everything. Oh, that's something that, too. I posted on Facebook, guys. I'm selling a Gen 4 10-inch Helix. Nothing's wrong with it. I just bought the Explorer because I have an Explorer at the console, and I wanted to be able to Ethernet them together and mark waypoints and stuff like that. So, but I'm selling my Helix Gen 4 10 with a power cord to hook to Ultrex. It also has a cord that goes to will hook up to a transducer or the 360. And I'm selling the Lake Masters Premium VX card of Great Lakes, which is Ohio and Great Lakes. I'm selling them all for $800. The card itself is a $200 card, and it's brand new. It ain't 2 months old. I bought it thinking I needed it, and then when I bought the Explorers, they all have all of the United States mapping already in them, so I didn't have to buy any cards. And I had this one, so I thought, well, that'll sweeten the pot a little bit to maybe try to get rid of the 10 Helix. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with it. It hooks up to a 360 great. That's what I had it on. That's all I used it for. But I don't need it now, so and I feel that's a fair price at $800, especially when you're getting a $200 card on top of it. So if you know anybody looking for a Helix 10, tell them to get a hold of me. Okay, guys, I think that's it. Next week I'll have the rod. Dave, I doubt he's on here, but if he watches it later, I will get it to you just as soon as after my show. I want to show it off on the show, and then I'll get a hold of you and get it delivered to you. But I know Wendy, and I know what it looked like by pictures, and it'll look even better in person. I was hoping so bad to have it tonight, but our post office, as always, delivers to the wrong place. But we do live in the 2000s now, I guess. Okay, guys. Like I said, I have no tournaments this weekend coming up. Got run and gun the following weekend. And hopefully, if everything works out right, I can schedule my surgery for the 25th and get that done. And then I've got about 2.5 weeks that I can heal. And then I'll be back on the water at Mosquito and Lake Erie. And then September becomes a busy month for Tony and into October. But we're coming down to where it's not going to be a lot more fishing. I'm about to cry saying that. But we fish all through the winter until it freezes over. Some of us ain't right. Yeah, I know, Carol. Exactly. What will I do? Well, if it all works out, I'll go south. Lake Norman's only 6-hour drive. Okay, guys, I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next Monday night for another show, for another Monday night of Grubb Cast. And everybody be out there, be safe, and you know what? Enjoy. Oh, also too, guys, any Federation member, me and Steve are getting together next week. First of the week, I will go up to Steve's and we are going to get the semi-national names, and then they'll start sending out the emails. So start watching for emails at the end of next week for the semi-nationals. Okay, guys. Until next week. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next week.